whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Love. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
44-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Love. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Report. Tighten up.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals.
Jackson's pass.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And that'll be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And Jackson's down inside the 15 he goes. DJ Moore. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
The Cardinal first down.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The ball carrier.
In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown,
A great
Arizona.
effort there.
Jake Elliott
with
on
touchdown
for the
number
point
12 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Vikings 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
You don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On 3rd down, Love. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
I got both my girls head to toe designer. Little bit.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Jonathan Taylor in the ball
That's
carrier.
a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
21-3 is your score after 1.
With the score, Cardinals 21, Vikings 3.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Love from the gun. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Pass.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Van Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Honor is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Love. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, Love. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
5 at the 5-yard line.
Love now. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Vance McDonald, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Score Cardinals 21, Vikings 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Jackson's pass.
Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
Arizona.
And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery. Touchdown for Arizona.
For the point after.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Love. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
It's a gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 77 yards.
Touchdown,
and the Cardinals
Arizona.
push further out in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean,
Cardinals
2 touchdowns
42,
already here through the second quarter. There could be
17.
plenty more before this game is over.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Love. They'll roll him out right. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Love. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Green Cats.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20, creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 1st down, going to the air with Love. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert. keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Now they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for more, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. In the final seconds of the first half, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
Jackson's
and he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A 28-yard
really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. That's complete to Hightower. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Noah Fant with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Cardinals 56, Vikings 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned?
And got his man complete.
That's good.
He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. But they run the option here on first and 10. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Tanner Muse, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun. Love finding Knox there, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Tanner Muse make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Operating from the gun. Love. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the gun. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
A 38-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through. And they will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown Arizona. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Cardinals 63, Vikings 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On second down now. It's Taylor, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Taylor. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On third down, Love. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
But it's fourth down.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to first and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
On the stop. A gain of a yard.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Love to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Devin Bush able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The Vikings on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is going to be third and 13.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Operating from the gun, Love. And he's got his man on the out route. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Golden is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That's pulled in at the 32. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten. Right.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. He's got daylight past the 20. And they will score.
Touchdown,
it's a pick
Arizona.
6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Jake Elliott.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Elliott makes good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
30.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Mike 35. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Fielded at the 33. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down.
He was tackled.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now a handoff looking right. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.
Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake?